We should be live. Hold on. Okay. Looks like the stream is working. What are we doing here? I'm trying to remember what the hell we're doing.
Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments. And you should work on keeping your opinions in check. Yorha aren't allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us are better at that than others. Speaking of emotion,
Hey,
those
Nilavani.
Adam and Eve units sure seemed less than logical.
I'm heading to the transporter.
Fine.
How are you doing? So what are we doing now? Trying to remember what exactly we're doing. I keep pushing the wrong button. So I did, I checked out Soul Calibur 6 last night. I was gonna tell you about it, but I was so tired. I went to sleep shortly after, and then, like, sometime in the middle of the night I woke up, and I played, like, a little bit of Street Fighter 5. And then I went back to sleep, and I thought since I like went to sleep kind of early-ish, I would wake up earlier, but I ended up waking up like at 1 p.m. anyway. Forgot where we left off. Yeah, me too. But yeah, Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, she's in it, and I have her, and she's so much fun to play as. Yeah, she has a great move set. She's nice and quick. You know, I had forgotten how good that game is. It looks really beautiful. Like, as long as you have like all the settings set to max and you're playing at a high resolution. Like, I have a monitor that's 2K. It's not quite 4K, but it's higher than 1080p. And it looks gorgeous on that. You know, it's such a nice looking game. And 2B's in it, and like they make. You know, they're self-aware about like how nice and round her ass is. So like her artwork when the fight starts shows her from behind, showing off her ass, and giving you a little peekaboo. And then when you win the match, sometimes the camera will be really down low, looking up her skirt, and then like her drone is like, "We are being watched from below," and she's like, "Really? Where?" You know, like, you know, little in-jokes like that. It seems like they're fully aware of how nice her ass is. But yeah, she's really fun to play as. So, you know, if you ever get Soul Calibur, if you ever get your gaming PC, you should definitely get Soul Calibur 6. Or you could get it for PS4, actually. And definitely play as her because she's really good. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the hell we're supposed to do here. A woman in Pascal's village. Do we need to go talk to Pascal? Well, none of these look like main quests. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really remember. Well, it's telling us to go here. It looks like it's telling us just to go back. Looks like we can fast travel now. That's good. Let's go to Pascal's village because I think we're supposed to go there. Maybe you have to talk to someone in the bunker. I think we talked to the commander right before we closed up last night. I think she told us to go talk to someone in Pascal's village. Let's just go there real quick and see. I was playing a little bit of Lightning Returns last night. That was the other thing I did. Yeah, I remember I woke up at like in the middle of the night, played a little bit of Street Fighter V. That game, like Street Fighter V, is... the control's very good. Like, I think it has the best, the tightest control that I've played in a fighting game, period. So that's the one thing it has going for it. And it has good gameplay. It's really nice and smooth, probably the smoothest I've played. The thing is, the graphics look very generic. Okay, we gotta talk to that guy up there. The graphics are very generic looking. Like, they're not, like, horrible from an artistic point of view. I mean, excuse me, from a technical point of view, but from an artistic point of view, they're very bland looking. And I just think there's better fighting games out there, that's all.
Oh, it's 9S and 2B, yes? Those machines cost quite the ruckus, don't you think?
We need to talk.
Of course. I'll help however I can.
We've been alive for hundreds of years. Losing friends isn't what scares me. That's why I decided I had enough. Street Fighter V doesn't seem like any improvement to 4. In fact, I would say in some ways it's a bit reductive. From an artistic point of view. Like when Street Fighter 4 came out, I was so excited about it because it looks so beautiful. If you look at the backgrounds, if you look at the character designs, it has so much. It's so artistically inclined, you know. It's the artwork in that game is so good. The colors pop. They're nice, bright, and vibrant. And so that's why I was really excited about that game and why it was so good when it came out, and everyone else loved it. The problem with Street Fighter V is that it came out so many years after Street Fighter 4, and it barely looks any better. In some ways, it actually looks worse. Like, from a technical point of view, yeah, the geometric detail of the characters is higher, obviously. We can tell the characters are rounder, their muscles aren't as blocky. However, the backgrounds are it's like they're washed out, they're uninspired, they look like they were created by someone who just kind of lacked imagination. You know, it's like they kind of did the bare minimum and then called it a day. And it shows. You know, it really does show. I mean, the state the game is in now is far better than it was at release. From what I understand, at release, it didn't even have an arcade mode. Like, it didn't even have, like, a substantive single-player mode. It was so lazily done. And that's what's killing fighting games, is that they don't put enough effort in the single-player component. Okay? Like, when you focus on just the multiplayer, there's not much depth to that. Okay? Like, and that alienates casuals, because people who play online are very good. And that turns into a positive feedback loop, where the really good players just keep on playing online, and then the players who are just, like, not as good, and, you know, they might be good at video games, but they haven't played the game that much as these people who played it for hundreds of hours. They just want to play online a little bit with people at their own skill level. They get crushed immediately, they the bad people playing online do obnoxious things. You know, they do trolly things that alienate newer players, and so then the newer players, they don't want to play online anymore. And then it becomes like a circle jerk of all these like elitist scumbags playing online, and then there's nothing else for, you know, more casual gamers. And I don't even like that term, casual gamers, but I digress. There's nothing for them to do because the single player is nothing. And then without casual people, without actually having a fan base, no one cares about all their little shitty, stupid esports things like Evo and crap like that. And then it dies off. You know, they're such morons. You know, that's why I really love Mortal Kombat, because they don't skimp on the single player. They have, like, an in-depth story, they have character backgrounds, the characters are so well detailed. Like, they actually give a fuck about the complete experience. Whereas, like, Street Fighter, they do the bare minimum and then call it a day. And it's like, you guys didn't even put any effort into this at all. You know, you fucking morons. You know, Killer Instinct kind of was in the same boat, but at least like they have an excuse. They were new to fighting games. Period. Like, I think it was Double Helix was the ones who made Killer Instinct, and I think they went bankrupt or whatever, or they're closed at least. But at least they had a free-to-play model, you know, and it was a launch title, and eventually, you know, Killer Instinct they really developed it a lot. They added a lot of characters. They gave a really good single-player mode called Shadow Lords, which is really, really fun. It's kind of hard to describe, but it kind of combines a couple of different game genres into one. It's kind of like a roguelike combined with a little bit of strategy, XCOM action with a fighting game. So it's really cool. I really love it. It's very addictive. It has an arcade mode. It has, you know, just like a regular progression through the thing. The story could be better. You know, they could have had a story mode like Mortal Kombat does, but, you know, like, since they're new to it, I'm willing to give them a pass on it. And in any case, they did an exemplary job. Whereas Capcom, these are fucking veterans. These are guys who've been doing it since Street Fighter 1, and they've been fucking it up. So, yeah, Street Fighter 5, you know, play it, you know, you can play it a little bit. It's nice and fun to play, but there's better fighting games out there. Guilty Gear, Exert, and the upcoming Guilty Gear game, Strive, much better. Killer Instinct is better. Soul Calibur is better. They're all better.
Yes, 2B?
Ask about the aliens. There's not much I can tell you. Guess they don't know that the aliens are dead.
Pascal,
Yes, 2B?
aside from this village, are there any other machines that are cut off from the network?
I suppose that unpleasant songstress you so kindly defeated in the amusement park wasn't part of the network.
You mean that singing thing?
Oh, and of course there's the Forest Kingdom, but
Forest Kingdom?
yes, it's a vast woodland area not far from here. There's a group of machines there attempting to build a nation of sorts. They're quite hostile to outsiders, however. We can't so much as go near the place.
Where is it?
Northeast of the city ruins. You should be able to reach it by passing through the ruins of the commercial facility. If you go, however, be careful. Things have been rather rough there lately.
This Forest Kingdom sounds like something we should check out.
Okay. What do you think? Should we do some side quests first? Or should we head straight to the Forest Kingdom? Okay. Let's see. That'd be good. Well, we can just teleport, right? Let's see. I guess I should look at the map first. What's map icons? This just gives you what everything means, okay. That's where we gotta go? Okay, it's actually really close to where we are anyway, so. Okay.
Stop right this instant! No! Get away from me, dummy!
What was all that about?
No idea.
Get a new quest. That boy just refuses to listen. Okay. You know, we have all these quests. We can just...
Say, 2B,
What?
when do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but... So this machine mother has a child, eh? It's surprising to see them form familial units like that. I wonder if they'll let us examine their brain circuits if we bring the kid home.
Your scientific curiosity is getting out of hand, 9S.
Joking, I'm joking. Mostly.
What a fucker. I like how he's serious, but then says it's a joke. Let's kill some animals. Damn it. Lock-on system could be better. Like, I almost want like a Dark Souls style lock-on system. Just because, like, in order to lock on, you have to hold down L2. But in order to shoot, you have to push R1.
Mission failed.
Oh, jeez. And he was almost dead, too. Like, the problem with this game is that, like, you have to push... Essentially, let's see. It's like you're pushing, like, almost 4 buttons at once. You need L2 to lock on. You need R1 to shoot. You need square to use your weapon. And you need to use the right analog stick
So this machine mother has a
to
child,
position
eh?
the camera
It's
properly.
surprising to see them form familial units like that. I wonder if they'll let us examine their brain circuits if we bring the kid home.
Your scientific curiosity is getting out of hand, 9S.
Say, 2B,
What?
when do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but...
So, because of that, like, I wish there was, like, some other way to do it. Like, with the DualShock 5 and the paddle buttons, it's not a problem. Like, it can work with that. Since you can use, you know, your fingers to push buttons. But with this setup, there's too much stuff to keep track of. and it's like it's hard to get used to, and I've been playing this game for a while now, and I'm still not really used to it. So you might say like, oh, well, what do you expect them to do? In a game like this, actually having a lock-on system like Dark Souls, where you just click in the R3 button, I think it would have helped. Because then at least that's one less button you have to hold down. You know, and occasionally you have to push L1 for your death laser, so unbelievable. Yeah, it could have been better, is my thing. Like, I'm just imagining, okay, let's see. Where's an animal? Let's give us an animal here so I can make my point. Okay, so this guy over here. With my idea, we click in R3. Click in R3 to lock on. And then I can use just R1 and L1.
Operator 60 to 2B. Come in, 2B.
2B here.
The monitoring signal from the new access point has gone silent. I'm sending you the positional data. Please investigate the site as soon as possible.
Understood.
I'm trying to make a point and they're interrupting me here. Because, like, I'm always thinking about whether or not I'm locked on. And you need to be locked on in order to shoot properly, because otherwise this thing just kind of goes everywhere, right? It's already really inaccurate. So, like, take these guys, for example. I would just hit, oh, here are these guys, push in R3, and then I'm locked on. And then I could keep... I could just hold down R1 to keep shooting. And then hit L1 occasionally to shoot my laser. And I don't have to worry about the camera. And then I can unlock, you know, by hitting R3 again. I think that's a better idea, honestly. Ironically enough, like, holding down a shoulder button to lock on, I think actually would work better in Dark Souls itself. That's something I always wanted. And, you know, Zelda obviously has that control scheme, so Breath of the Wild works great in that game. We need to get restoratives, curatives. Okay. Yeah. In Dark Souls, because like in Dark Souls you have like the problem with Dark Souls though is that it has the parry button, so like there's like too many buttons going on in that game, and it probably doesn't need so many buttons. Let's look at Bloodborne instead. Like Bloodborne, I think, since Bloodborne does not have a parry button, and it doesn't need it, because you have the gun, it would work better in that game if you just held down a shoulder button more to lock on. And also, the other problem is the dodge button. Like, you have to worry about dodging constantly, too. So, That's another button that you constantly have to keep track of. We need curatives. Let's head back to camp. Because we don't have enough. No, not bunker. Resistance camp. I hope in the new Souls-like game, the one I showed you, I hope they implement, you know, a shoulder-style lock-on system where you just hold down the shoulder button to lock on. Neo, from what I recall, just uses the Souls-style lock-on system, which is not good. Ideally, the best system is not needing... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, maybe that game won't need a lock-on system at all. The reason is because it uses, I think, the God of War style control scheme. And... like, suffice to say, long story short, you don't need a lock-on system using that control scheme. Not really. In fact, I don't think God of War even had a lock-on. Maybe it did, but you didn't really need to use it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more. Okay, do we need anything else? Let's get like some of this. So I guess L just means large. Let's get a little bit of everything. These things are cheap enough. Yeah. You never played any of the God of War games? Not even the PlayStation 2 games? Let me sell some garbage. Oh, you can ride animals with this. Oh, I didn't know that. I can give it to the animals I've been slaughtering this whole time. Never played, huh? I see. So we can sell... No, let's not sell the beast hide. We need that. Here we go. You don't need to play, don't really need to play the other games in order to play the PS4 God of War game. But the stories are connected, so it helps. But if you only played one God of War game, I would recommend the PS4 God of War game. It's just, it's a masterpiece. It's really good. Let's quick save. Okay, so now I gotta actually know where I want to teleport to. Let's see. What about Ghosts of Tsushima? Are you gonna get that game? Is this it? City ruins near the tower. You know what company made Ghost of Tsushima? Sucker Punch, which made they made Sly Cooper and also Infamous. Like it just like blows my mind how much these devs have grown, you know, like they were like, it's like little kids grow up to become grown-ass men. It's like they started out, you know, with humble beginnings, making these kind of very humble games like Sly Cooper, and then you had Naughty Dog, which made Crash Bandicoot and the Jak and Daxter games, and then you had Insomniac that made Spyro and Ratchet and Clank, and then they go on to make, you know, Uncharted and The Last of Us and like all these other AAA games. Yeah, I think you should, because that game is going to be another masterpiece. I guarantee it. Assuming they don't delay it, which they might. It was supposed to come out, I think, in June or maybe May. I think June. But it could get delayed because of COVID. I wouldn't blame them for delaying it, but we'll see. Last of Us got delayed.
This must be the commercial structure Pascal was talking about. The records say it was once a facility known as a shopping center.
Oh yeah, I see the escalator. Lots of cool samurai games are out now. You got Nioh, you got Sekiro, and you got Ghost of Tsushima. I love that time period and that location, you know, feudal Japan.
No getting through here.
Such a cool,
Maybe there's some kind of mechanism we
cool
could
setting.
engage?
In Ghost of Tsushima, it's not going to have monsters in it. No Oni, no demons.
If we were human, we probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More meaningless conjecture.
You're so serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life forms detected above our position.
All hail the Forest King. All hail the Forest King.
Who the heck is the Forest King?
You're getting distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte.
Takes place during the Mongolian invasion. Yep. So it's gonna have only realistic shit in it, so no monsters. Which I like. That's a good decision to make. I hope there is an option for Japanese voice acting, because right now it's kind of weird. The Mongolians, I think, speak Mongolian, but the Japanese people speak English. I hope there is an option so that it's have Japanese voice acting, because that's obviously authentic. You don't have to make
Check this
believe
guy.
that they're...
He's just running away.
It's going to explode! Huh? Hey, where am I?
What's that?
Hey there, guys. What's up?
This thing's weird, 2B. Let's kill it.
Wait, what? No. Good idea. No!
Okay, what was that?
Yeah, it takes place during the Mongol invasion, so it's gonna have a heavy emphasis on stealth. It looks like prime. That game looks prime. Prime Games. It's like a AAA game already. The best games are on PlayStation, let's just be honest. Killer Instinct's great, that's a Microsoft game. But they gotta make a new Killer Instinct for the new Xbox. If they don't, then who gives a fuck
Looks
about
like the
the
forest
Xbox?
is just ahead.
It's like, what the fuck? The last time I bought an Xbox was the original Xbox. I had no interest in any others because they don't have exclusive games that I care about. All their exclusive games end up on PC anyway, so. We'll bring them back to life.
Aim for the enemy androids. Engage battle mode. Now fight for your king.
Here they come. Better keep your guard up.
I'm
These guys
aware
are level
of how to
20.
fight. You just be careful.
I will, 2B.
I need like better chips and things.
These machines.
They were talking about a king, right? I saw what looked to be a castle further in. Maybe we should take a look.
My palms keep on sweating. I gotta get like a little towel. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. This is the problem. I have hyperhidrosis. So my palms kind of get sweaty from time to time. I mean, right now it's not too bad. I don't know, it goes like in phases, and I don't really know what triggers it. It's like some part of the brain becomes hyperactive, then just causes your palms and also your feet to sweat. Like, it's fucking annoying. There is a way to... My feet get sweaty too. My underarms, no. Those are okay. Just my feet. Luckily my feet don't smell though. Like Luke's feet, like he was over my place like a couple of weeks ago and his feet smelled so fucking bad. And I was like, he was gonna spend the night and he was like, oh, I'll take a shower in the morning. And I'm like, no, dude, you're gonna take a shower now. He was like a little bit offended, I could tell by his tone. But hey, dude, you know, if your feet smell, they smell. Don't you hate people with smelly feet, Nilavani? But yeah, like, my palms get sweaty, so like you can't grip the controller. There is a way to get Botox injections to like... Yeah, it is nasty. Like, there is a way to get, like, Botox injections to, like... It doesn't cure it, but it lasts at least a year from what they say. It, like, destroys, like, the sweat glands in your hands, and I guess you can also get it in your feet. But it only lasts a year. I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe... You think I should get that? Botox injections in my hands? To get rid of... But it only lasts a year, though. Like, if it lasted forever, I'd probably do it. Since it only lasts a year... Also, now would be a bad time to do it because of COVID and stuff, but, like, maybe once this is over. Probably not. Don't think I should be injecting the most lethal poison in the world into my hands. And possibly my feet. Like, my feet aren't really a problem, so I probably wouldn't do that. I don't really care. But, like, my hands is really the problem, because whenever I'm playing a game and they get sweaty, is really, like, the issue. All animals must die. Hey, look, it's our buddy. Let's pick up the chip. Okay, let's activate the thing. East Hide. Oh, nice. Let's save. We need these for upgrades. If you could get one plastic surgery for free, Nilavani, what would you get? Like, okay, we're running a... You want a prize. Free plastic surgery. What would you get? If I got free plastic surgery, I'd just get lipo on my fucking double chin and on my gut. I think that's the only thing I would ever do. Just because, like, it's always been there, and it's fucking annoying.
We must fulfill our obligation to the king! Now fall back! Fight! You have lived your whole life for this singular moment! For the first time!
Moldavite? Oh, there's some stuff over there. Uh-oh. Pissed off the board.
We must protect our king and
Something on your lips? Really?
we must survive!
Too thin?
Lights are made of.
I think your lips look fine. Yeah, that would not... I would never have thought that. You want, like, Angelina Jolie lips? Kill the animals. Looks like she does like some kind of special attack. I think they could be just a little bigger. More plumpy lips, huh? Never want fake tits or anything? Yeah, I agree. Like, some girls just look better with, like, normal-sized boobs. Or, like, even small boobs. Like, they wouldn't look right at all. Like, it just depends on the body type and, like, the personality. You know? Some girls look great with big boobs. Other girls, like, especially, like, very skinny girls, they look good with, like, small boobs. They should not be big at all. Hey, Nintendo fan! What is up, dude? Let's bust up the meeting over here. What's new with you, Nintendo?
What is with these guys?
Don't listen to what they're saying, 2B.
Jeez. Not much. How many hours you got in Animal Crossing? I actually haven't played my Switch in a while. Hello, Darkwatch. How are you? You a big fan of NieR Automata? Doesn't tell you until after 10 days. Oh yeah, right. Guess you'll find out after 10 days. I think we got everything. Something up there. Guess that's everything. Let's kill some more boar. This guy's going nuts anyway. Kind of gotta, like, you can only take like 4 hits with melee before you gotta back up, otherwise you're gonna get hit. Doesn't this thing ever... I can't lock on. It's just not practical to do everything all at once and lock on at the same time. And of course I missed. Okay, let's head this direction. Let's bring this guy back to life.
How are we supposed to reach that castle?
Pretty cool. Let's see. Looks like there's a bridge over there. Guess we gotta go around this way.
Ready, aim, thrust. Okay, next. Put your back into it. Intruders, get information now. Take position. Keep going. Don't be afraid.
Damn it. Is there a way to speed up my drone's recharge rate? I gotta get chips for that, you think? The other thing that kind of bugs me is the health recovery system. Gotta upgrade the pod, okay. Nice. So we gotta upgrade the pod, not our chips. The other thing that bothers me is the health recovery system. Like, in the middle of battle, you gotta, you know, push the D-pad up and down, and you know, then then you select which things you want to use to recover health. You have the game. You also have a Nintendo Switch. What do you have on the Nintendo Switch? What games do you have? Nilavani, it looks like you're the only one here who does not have a Nintendo Switch. Fuck. Nice. Got some dude over here. Yep. I haven't gotten the game yet, though. I'll get it at some point. Maybe. Honestly, I've been thinking about maybe getting ARMS, or maybe Mario Tennis. Could be kind of cool. Mutant League Football and MK11. Mutant League Football. Is that like a remake, or is that like the old Mutant League Football? Did they make a new version of that? Because I know there was like a Mutant League Football for like the Genesis or something way back in the day. Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, that game looks excellent. I'll probably get that for PC at some point. I played Mortal Kombat 9 and I played Mortal Kombat X. I love them. Ring Fit. You know, Almonds wanted to get that. It looks so stupid. It's like this stupid ring, piece of plastic, piece of junk. It just reminds me of like all the stupid Wii Fit crap. I mean, yeah, guess you could do that, but like maybe it could be fun, a fun way to exercise, but it's just a fucking plastic ring. It looks so stupid. Mutant League Football is new. Mutant Football League is new. Bought the combat pack. Does the combat pack come with like all the new guest characters like Terminator?
The enemy is among us.
Don't let any intruder get in.
We must protect our king. Protect our king.
There's another one of those chests that I can't open up. They keep teasing me with this stuff. Let's see. Let's check the map. Terminator, Joker, and Spawn. Is there a new guest character coming soon, I think? I think there's one more at least, right? Spawn looks awesome. Definitely my favorite of the new characters that are coming out. I love his cape. You know anything about Spawn, Nilavani? Let's see. Let's kill these losers. Also, Spawn was in Soul Calibur 2, but back then they couldn't do his cape, so his cape just transformed into an axe. But he was still pretty cool in that. But now in the new Mortal Kombat game, he has his cape in all its glory, and it looks just fantastic. I asked, do you know anything about Spawn? Comic book character? It was made by Image Comics, the same guys behind the Savage Dragon. They also made Gen 13. Don't know anything about him. Spawn's voiced by Keith David. Yeah, Keith David. Keith David was in the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis. He also, I believe, he did the voice for Goliath in Gargoyles, the cartoon. He's a great voice actor. He's also in a lot of movies. He has a great voice. One of these days I want to read the Spawn comics. Spawn comics look really cool. I want to read more Image comics. Image comics have really good artwork. Like Gen 13, they have like these sexy girls in it. You know anything about Gen 13, Nilavani? Like the main character is like this really sexy redhead girl. Goliath from Gargoyles, yep. And the HBO series Spawn. There was also a movie Spawn. I never saw it though. It came out in the 90s. I want to watch it one day. Thinking about all this Spawn stuff is getting me like interested in watching it. They also have the Savage Dragon. That was a cartoon also during the 90s. I don't know if anyone ever watched it. Savage Dragon. He was like this cop who was like a dragon, but he doesn't know his past, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting. It's like adds some mystery and intrigue. Ever heard of Gen 13? It's like a team of like superhero kind of people, and the main character's name is Fairchild, and she wears this like sexy green leotard, nice and shiny and sexy looking. She's like a redhead. Spawned with Michael J. White in the movie. Michael J. White. The name sounds sort of familiar. Is he the guy that was in Black Panther? And Creed? I'm trying to remember, but I don't know how old that guy is, because I know Spawn came out in the 90s, the movie anyway. How do we get over there? Hold on. Let me see. Map mode. Maybe gotta go up here. Definitely can't go that way, so let's go around. Black dynamite. I see. You ever read the comics, Darkwatch? Is your name like a reference to a comic book, Darkwatch? That sounds sort of familiar to me.
Ready, aim, interest, get information now. Take position, keep going, don't be afraid.
It's nearly impossible not to take damage. Jeez. Game for PS2 and Xbox? Darkwatch. Okay. I've heard of the Darkness. I played the Darkness 2 for the PC. There was also Darkness 1 for PlayStation 3. I never played that one though. It's kind of cool. I like the Darkness 2. That was a good game. Good FPS game. You might be wondering why I'm killing so many animals. I just want to get a lot of those beast hides, because I know I need them for upgrade material. It just takes a long time to kill these guys. Also, the moose meat and stuff gives you a lot of money. Okay, I got turned around completely. Okay, I'm gonna ignore these guys. If we keep killing them, we're just gonna be here forever. Yeah, I heard about that. You know who I hope they include in Mortal Kombat 11? There was a comic book character. He only appeared in the comic books. His name was Hydro, and he was kind of, you know, he was like a ninja, just like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but like his theme was water powers. I think that would be cool to have him appear as a guest character or a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 11. And you might say, oh, well, we already have Rain. And yeah, there's Rain, but like, it's okay to have some overlap. You know, like Garrus overlaps a little bit with Tremor, you know, and Ermac overlaps a little bit with Kenshi, so I don't think there's a big problem. So I think Hydro would be kind of cool to include as a guest character. A lot of people would love to see Tremor come back. Tremor's really cool. He was in Mortal Kombat X. He made his first appearance in that shitty game, Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Okay, I feel like I need to cross that bridge, but I have no idea how to get to it. RoboCop would be awesome. Yeah, that's a great idea. Michael Myers. I thought he was in, I thought maybe he was in Mortal Kombat X, but I guess not. But RoboCop would be awesome, yeah. I'd love to see RoboCop. No, Vonnie, you ever watch RoboCop? Not the new RoboCop, though. That movie sucked. The original one. seen RoboCop? You must love it then. I know you love all these awesome action movies. And Judge Dredd. Wait a minute, which Judge Dredd did you see? Did you see the shitty one with Sylvester Stallone, or did you watch the newer one, Dredd 3D? Also known as just Dredd. I think the guy who played Judge Dredd was Keith Urban, I think? He was in Lord of the Rings. And his Judge Dredd was excellent, but Sylvester Stallone sucked! Oh, that's another guy that should be in Mortal Kombat. It's Judge Dredd. Sylvester Stallone, what? That movie sucked. Did you know Judge Dredd is based on a comic? And like most Americans that know Judge Dredd, they only know him from that shitty ass movie. But it's actually a UK comic. Leatherface, right? Gotcha. I love Dredd. Dredd 3D. You gotta watch that one, Nilabani. Don't watch the Sylvester Stallone one again. You don't have to watch it in 3D, but like I watched it in 3D. My cousin had a 3D movie, 3D TV, and we watched it in 3D, and it was so good. There's the bridge. Carl Urban. Is it Urban or Urban? I think it's Urban, right? Just thinking about that movie makes me want to watch it again. It's so good. It's unfortunate because they're probably not going to make another one. I would love to see another one. It's been so many years now.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept like loyalty be understood by a machine?
Pyrite. Mm-hmm. Who else would be a good Mortal Kombat character? Now I'm thinking about like all these characters that could be good in Mortal Kombat. You know who could have been good in Mortal Kombat? Negan from The Walking Dead, but they included him in Tekken for some reason, and he does not fit in that game. The reveal trailer to it was funny though. I liked that. That was a funny trailer. But like a violent character like him belongs in Mortal Kombat. But too late now. He can't be in two fighting games. Are you kidding me? That's scientifically impossible. Oh, I know a good character. Oh, wait a minute. We got a cutscene going on here. Something's going on here.
I'll never let you pass. Die as long.
Look at that guy's feet. They're huge. Oh, shit. Okay. Man, this guy's doing shockwaves. Let's just get this guy dead first. Pick up some of the goodies here. Ah, wrong one. That's his name? Yeah, I'm not familiar with the actor. I just know him as the Negan guy. Oh boy, look at that. Falcon kicks. He's gonna die though. Bam. So many guest characters. Did anyone watch Alita, the Battle Angel? That one's based on a anime OVA, which is also based on a manga. I love the OVA and I love the manga. It's Battle Angel Alita. She would be a cool character herself to be in a fighting game, but actually I think some of the enemies in that would be even better. There's this one guy called Clive Lee. Never seen it? Oh, you gotta see it. It's so good. It's so good. You can watch the OVA on YouTube. I'll send you the link later if I remember. Hopefully I will. You can watch the OVA on YouTube. It's an anime. And when you get a chance, you should watch the movie because it's really good. Doomslayer from Doom. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I remember thinking about that before. Doomslayer would be excellent. He should have his chainsaw. That would be awesome. That'd be cool. This is one guy, yeah, Clive Lee from Battle Angel. Or, you know, what they could do is they could just, like, kind of take the design and, like, rip it off. Which is what they've done anyway. Like, they always do that. Take inspiration from something else and just, like, make their own version. You seen the Alita movie? It's excellent, isn't it? Ronald McDonald. Oh, I played that Genesis game. Ronald's, like, Adventure. That's actually a surprisingly good game. That was made by Treasure. Same guys who made Gunstar Heroes. Hey, how about Pennywise from It? That'd be good for Mortal Kombat. The Burger King, he's freaky as fuck. He has like this pedo smile. He has the pedo grin. I think Pennywise would be good. What'd you think of the Battle Angel movie, Dark Watch? Let's save. Pennywise versus Joker. Yeah, that'd be cool. I watched, I read the original novel, that gigantic Stephen King novel. I actually read the whole thing. It's very good, but too long. And I watched that old TV miniseries. It's not actually a movie, it's a miniseries with, I think his name was Tim Curry. He played Pennywise in that. But I never saw the new movies. The two new movies. I should watch them one day. There's all these movies I gotta watch.
Yep, this looks like a king's castle, all right.
It's good, yeah? It was great, you mean. I loved it. I hope they make a sequel. I don't know how well it did, though. I think it did well. Like, when I watched the movie, there weren't a lot of people in the theater, but I think it did well. It wasn't like one of... It was a James Cameron movie, but it was nowhere near as big as, like, the other James Cameron movies. I think at the time it was just overshadowed a bit too much by, like, all those shitty comic book movies. No offense to anyone who is, like, a huge fan of the comic book movies, but honestly, I'm kind of burned out on those things. Like, just too many, and they got too big. Saw both of them? Yeah, I hear they're good. Got an item over there. This is the safest way to kill dudes. With your guns. Let's see, do I want to change up my weapon? How do I change up my weapon again? Is it up? It's like the heavier weapon. The only character that hates clowns was Spawn. Spawn doesn't like clowns? I didn't know that. Nilavani, do you like clowns? Remember that crazed clown phenomenon that was going on a couple of years ago? Where like clowns were showing up everywhere? It was kind of funny. Seen his intro with Joker. Make some remarks. Yeah, I like the character intros in Mortal Kombat. They're cool. You ever play Killer Instinct, Darkwatch? Remember the clown phenomenon? Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. An epidemic of clowns. Looks like we gotta go up that way. Ever played Killer Instinct? It's very good. Been playing that game a lot. That's kind of like my fighting game, right at the moment. Anyway, let's see, where do we go? I really like Killer Instinct because it has so many creative and cool characters.
Roger that, Nine.
Huh? Wait, what did you just say?
They have like a
Roger that,
raptor.
Nines.
They got like a
No, that's
ice
not what you
guy.
said.
They got a fire guy.
You said nines, or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Ah,
They got a werewolf. They got a skeleton guy. Yeah, like 2016, yeah. Injustice, Tekken 7, Soul Calibur, and Mortal Kombat. Soul Calibur 6? I was playing that yesterday. A little bit. Injustice, I only played the story mode of Injustice 1. That's about it. It's pretty cool. You know, it's similar to Mortal Kombat, obviously, because it's made by NetherRealm Studios. Injustice 2 looks cool. I'll probably play that eventually, someday. But I prefer Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Injustice 2 looks cool. Nilvana, you think Sandman should be in Injustice 2? Hell no, why not? I thought you would like that idea.
Don't let them take anything else from us.
I would love to see actually like the Marvel Sandman be in a fighting game, because like it would be so visually impressive to see. We already kind of have something similar to that with Garrus and Tremor, I guess. Hellboy? You know, I never... That's another Image Comics thing, by the way, Hellboy. But I never got into it. Like, I tried to watch the first movie, but it was so boring. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. And then, like, they made a new Hellboy. And I heard that was really bad. Starfire? I don't know what Starfire is. I heard of Starfire. The name sounds familiar. Rather they stay out of those games. You don't want it to be tarnished by... You think it's too low class. Sandman is too high class for those low class, plebeian Injustice games. Seen the Hellboy movies? Look at you. You're all into these like comic book movies. That's good. Are you like a comic book fan? You read comic books or just like watch the movies? The only comic books Nilavani watches are the Sandman comic books. I don't know much about those though. Teen Titans character? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about Teen Titans. I know there's like a cartoon for it though. I read some in like Judge Dredd comics. Just a little bit. You can find them online and shit. I use my tablet for that. You know who Starfire is? Oh, really? You watched the Teen Titans cartoon or something? Just watch the movies? Ain't got time for reading. Are you fucking kidding me? Reading? I read some comics from time to time. I read some of the Walking Dead comics. No, Lavoni, if Marvel Comics came up to you and was like, okay, we want you to become a Marvel comic book, like, artist, like maybe an inker, or maybe you can do coloring, or you can do penciling, what would you say to them? Would you say, go fuck yourself? Or would you be like, hell yeah? The Mask for Injustice 3? The Mask? You mean Jim Carrey's The Mask? That The Mask? That guy? I never saw Jim Carrey's The Mask. I know that was like really big in the 90s, and like everyone was like using his one-liners like, smoking! Like I remember my friend, he loved like saying those stupid one-liners all the time, but like I never watched it. You'd do it if they paid well? Yeah, it'd be fun, right? There's these, some of these comic book artist guys on YouTube, and some of them like do kind of cool things, like they'll color in like a children's coloring book, but they'll like do it Marvel style, like professional style, and they'll like ink it and add extra details, and then they'll color it using like their super expensive markers and shit, and it looks really impressive. What am I doing? Where am I going? Hold on. I'll send you some videos, little bunny, so you can peruse at your leisure. Let's see, where are we going? The Mask, huh? I saw Jim Carrey in Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Did anyone see that? Oh, here we go. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie's good. Like, it is the best video game movie I've seen. And Jim Carrey was great in it. Usually I don't actually like Jim Carrey. I think he's not as funny as everyone says he is, but he was really good in that movie. I thought he was great. He really helped out that movie tremendously. It is the best video game movie I've seen. You saw it? What'd you think of it? Nilavani didn't see it, but Darkwatch saw it? Seems like to be a recurring theme I've noticed. Nilavani not watching any of these fun movies, but Darkwatch watches all of the fun movies. So retrieve that. There we go. It was great and funny. Yeah, I really liked it too. I was pleasantly surprised. Oh boy, this is not good.
My guard down.
Damn it. That fucker, like he was just like on the ground and I was hit stunned the whole time. That's fucking bullshit. That was the last movie I saw. I saw it with my buddy Luke. Seen the Doom movies? Movies? There was only one Doom movie. That was the one with The Rock. That one looks so stupid. It looks so shitty. The Rock sucks. I mean, like, I guess he's okay. I shouldn't say he sucks, but, like...
Yep, this looks like a king's castle, alright.
I don't really care about The Rock. he's like doing like a million Fast and Furious movies, which, by the way, those things are old and tired. Nilavani, don't you think they should stop doing the Fast and Furious movies? Like, aren't you sick of them? I remember when the first one came out. That was when I first started college, and they're still doing those fucking things. I don't think there's a single movie that Darkwatch has not watched. Yeah, Darkwatch is all on top of these movies. There's so many of these fucking, like, Fast and Furious movies. Darkwatch, you've seen the Fast and Furious movies, right? I have to kill all the robots again? I mean, what the fuck? We're gonna skip over some of these guys.
Don't let them go any further. Stay strong.
Of course. Of course Darkwatch has seen them. He's seen them all. He even saw the spin-off one, right? The one... The Hobbs or whatever the fuck it's called. Those two fuckers. They're gonna resurrect Han because he's popular. They're gonna bring him back to life. And also to redeem the guy who killed him because they want to turn him into like an actor. And it's like, it's
Watch
just
out for hostile enemies, too.
fucking annoying.
Roger that, 9.
Like they're so shameless. It's like they're gonna
What
continue
did you
making
say?
these movies
Roger that, Nine
even
Eyes.
after Paul Walker has
no,
died.
That's not what you said. You said 9.
It's so shameless.
Or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Oh, he would have wanted us to make money. Hobbs and Shaw, yeah. That's the one. That stupid fucking movie. Enough's enough with these fucking stupid fucking never-ending Fast and Furious movies. And I hate how Vin Diesel's like fucking invincible in all of them. You know the one good Vin Diesel movie? The only Vin Diesel movie that's really good is Pitch Black. That one's good. The second Pitch Black movie sucked ass. The third one's okay. Not as good as the first one, but still, it's okay. At least it wasn't garbage. Oh yeah, there's a new Batman movie coming out. Milvani, are you gonna watch the new Batman movie? I'm actually one of the few people that didn't mind the Batman versus Superman movie. I thought that was like not bad. Like it wasn't bad. I heard the Justice League movie sucked. But then again, you know, I liked the Batman movie, so maybe I would like it. I don't know. Seen a few of them. Oh boy, there's too many. Oh boy, oh boy. I liked The Dark Knight. Third one was just, eh. It wasn't terrible, but it's not something I ever want to watch again. You know, it was just like a whatever movie. Like, whatever. Like, this movie is just, like, so... It's just forgettable, you know? Like, they screwed up Bane, too. Like, you can't even understand what he's saying. And... I don't know, like, they could have made him better. I don't know. It wasn't terrible, though. Okay. Just gotta make our way back and get our body and get all of our equipment. Maybe we can use one of those, like, power-ups. Once we get to the worm guy. We gotta go over here, right? Too bad, what's his name? Ben Affleck? Too bad Ben Affleck is not doing Batman anymore. Like, he got a lot of shit for doing Batman, but he was actually good as Batman. Now they're getting that stupid Twilight guy to do Batman, and it's such a bad idea. But who knows, maybe he might pull another Ben Affleck. But he's too tarnished by Twilight. You know? Like, people are sick of Twilight. They think it's stupid. So, it's better if he just doesn't play Batman. Get out of here. Killing this thing is not gonna happen. Jeez, we were right at the save point. Right at it. Probably gonna have to fight that worm centipede thing. try go for more ranged combat. It's the safest way to fight. Looks like we could actually keep our distance a little bit. We don't have to get like right in their face in order to do damage. No. There we go. Just keep on coming. Like, basically, my thoughts on the game so far. Combat's fun, although, like, you gotta, like, push a lot of buttons in order to, like, really have full control over the game. Combat's fun, but, I don't know, like, the questing itself is not really all that interesting. The story, I'm not... Like, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, the main quest, I guess, is kinda interesting, but the side quests aren't really all that intriguing. Like, it's okay, but let's just say I played better action RPGs, but it's good. It's a good game. There's a million bodies here. If RoboCop is in MK11, imagine RoboCop against Terminator. Yeah, that'd be cool. Does Terminator have like just endoskeleton skin in that game, or is it just Arnold? Story's confusing. Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's I don't know. It's like it's hard to get invested in the story. Like, yeah, they're fighting against robots. The robots, and then they have like kind of like sympathetic robots. Oh, they do have a pure endoskeleton skin. That's cool. I want to see Ed 209, but that would be hard to implement.
Their king?
It's a sexy girl.
B. That's an android. A Yorha-type android.
Alert. This unit is currently wanted by Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation? But why?
Let's go, 9S.
2B?
Fuck you!
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What you see in front of you
Moving too
is
fast.
your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills you.
You ever get the feeling you're fighting for the wrong side? I can't dodge, man. Moving too fast. Shit. Oh, okay. I see. So you can't select it from the start. He has to like kind of get his endoskeleton blasted off. I actually prefer him without the skin. Like I don't need the Arnold skin because I also don't really like Arnold Schwarzenegger as a person. He's kind of a douche. Like he refused. Like I don't know if this is true or not, but it sounds like it's true. He refused to do the voice for his character model in Mortal Kombat because he disagrees with violent video games, but he has no problem doing violent movies, so that's unbelievably hypocritical. It's like, what the hell's your problem? And also, he was a Republican as governor, so... Oh boy, we have to fight all these guys again? Bam! Damn it. Chris Cox. That's a funny last name. Yeah, I mean, he should have done it himself. Like, dude. Like, being opposed to violence in video games, it's like, what planet is he living on? And also, he had no problem taking all the money in order to do it. So... you have a moral opposition to it, then why are you okay with your likeness being in the game? Absolutely. Very good voice actor. And very good character. The new Terminator movie... it was okay. I just don't like how many retcons there are. Like, that bothers me. Like, I don't like the millions of retcons. You know, it's like... it should have been Terminator Salvation, and then we got, like, the trilogy for that, like they were intending. The reason is because, like, when I was younger... like, back in the 90s, they did this weird thing where... they would actually make action figures... for children based upon rated R movies. It was a very strange thing. So, like, I knew all about Terminator and stuff. But I had never seen the movies back then. And I thought the movies took place in the future. So, you know, much to my surprise, of course they don't, but they were excellent anyway, right? But when they made Terminator Salvation and they had it take place in the war in the future, I liked that because it matched what I thought the movies were when I was a child. So I really liked that idea. But then they abandoned it. You know, I know there's like some kind of big explanation for why that was, and it's complicated. But then they abandoned it and rebooted it with Terminator Genesis, which ignores Terminator Salvation, but treats Terminator 3 as canon. Then apparently, I guess that movie didn't do well, and then they made Terminator Dark Fate, which is actually kind of cool because it brings back Linda Hamilton, which they should have done right from the start. And they ignore all the movies except for Terminator 2. Like, and I wouldn't have minded Dark Fate as much if it literally came out after Terminator 2, meaning Terminator 3 and all the rest didn't happen. But personally, I would have preferred to see the Terminator Salvation sequels instead. Spawn and MK11, yeah, because, you know, it's a newer game, so they... back during... Soul Calibur 2 is a gorgeous game. and you know, for its time. But obviously back then they couldn't do his cape properly. They didn't have the technology for it, but now they do, and it looks amazing.
2B, that's an android. A Yorha-type android.
Alert. This unit is currently wanted by Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation? But why?
Let's go, 9S.
2B?
It's hard to see because it's a little dark in here. I don't know. Should I? Yeah, fuck it.
Bunker to 2B and 9S.
Yep.
We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What you see in front of you is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills you.
I don't like that attack because you have no time to react to it. And you don't even see it coming. That's such bullshit. It's already kind of dark, so it's hard for me to see. There's no time to react! I don't know how I dodged that. Yeah, going melee with her is such a bad idea. What do you think about my tactics, Nilvana? You think I should go toe-to-toe with her, or stand off at a safe distance? Yeah, there we go, see? Now I'm getting it. Oh. Yeah, I heard about that. And there's also an anime coming out, too.
Us?
Command is the one that betrayed you.
Yeah, I agree. Safe
go after
distance
her, 2B.
tactics. Come back here! I love that shot.
She's gone.
Operator, this is 9S. Patch me through to the commander.
Roger that, 9S.
I'm sorry, Commander. We failed to defeat the fugitive.
I see. Well, at least you're both safe. That's an incredibly powerful unit you just faced. You should probably keep your distance in the future.
Commander, why did A2 desert the Force?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh? Huh.
Because
2B.
you guys are bad guys,
Yeah?
of course.
Let's go ask Pascal about A2. He might know something.
All right.
Pascal? This is 9S.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine. But there's something we want to ask you about.
Of course. Anything.
Actually, it needs to be in person.
Understood. I'll open the gate we built to deter enemy invaders. You'll be able to reach the village through there.
Where's the save point? It's up there. Yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. I'm looking forward to that, actually, even more. But I'd imagine the new Mortal Kombat movie should be a lot better than the old ones, because they're gradually improving video game movies. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie has instilled my faith that actually video game movies might not suck going forward, as long as they're done well and have a good enough budget, and have people working on it that understand the source material, and have people who work on the source material are actually involved in the development of the movie. That's the only way it can work. Okay. I think we'll just take a little bit of a break, if you guys are okay with that. I just need to take a shower. I need to get something to eat. And we can pick up where we left off in maybe like an hour. Is that okay with you guys? Or is that unacceptable? I just like feel like so cruddy. I didn't take a shower yet. I just kind of woke up. I usually take a shower like immediately after I wake up, so. Okay, cool. So we'll meet up again in like an hour. Just give me like an hour. Okay? See you then.